And as people were happily curating their dreams around an old world because they were so focused on the past, they didn't realize that they were preparing themselves to be poor and not have wealth, and setting up future generations to complain and cry and have to compromise and sacrifice. But the reality of it is that we can create a digital nation state. We can take our assets and they can incrementally be worth more. We can take our time and we can invest into it, and we can learn. And by learning, we increase the value that we have by taking the dollars that we have and we transfer it into the new energy system that stretches that dollar to be worth more. Because a dollar continues to decrease in value, but that same dollar, when Bitcoin was worth $1, if you would have took that and put it into this new energy system, it would have stretched to 100,000. 100,000. You can't show me where in life, where in college, right? Where at your job, to where you can get that much investment return. This new world, because what you're seeing, you talk about Bitcoin, you're talking about a new world infrastructure is outperforming the old world infrastructure. That's what we're saying, and I need us to catch up to it. We're saying the new world infrastructure is transitioning, because if we're taking monies out of the banks and pouring it into a new system, then what are we building? I need us to participate in our own revolution. I need us to participate in our own family's development. I need us to participate in the building of the future. It's not late, but you don't know where to get started. It's not late, but you think you can just jump around and get tidbits of information and not take some time to realize the importance of it. It's not too late because your mama haven't gotten into it. Your brothers, your sisters, your auntie, your homeboys, your homegirls. If they ain't got into it, how is it too late? The people around you ain't in it yet. It's too late when everybody around you is in it. You earlier than everybody in your family. You earlier than everybody in your damn a friend circle. When your local DJ got some, you know what I mean? When the club bouncer got some, oh, it's too late then. You know what I'm saying? When the local thought just start mentioning it, I got my crypto up. Oh, shit. Damn. Because sometimes there's a signal that tells you when you're early, and then there's signals that tells you too late. So how do you have this mindset where everybody is thinking that it's too late when nobody is in? What you want to do is called front running the corporations. You want to front run the company, the countries, because a lot of them are late. There's countries that ain't got into it yet. Countries. But that's going to happen is you need to be, I want to probably have one of the greatest breakdowns ever in Infinite Wealth Strategies, because I have a lot that I just consumed and learned, and I want to give you all the future to understand what's going on. And once you understand it, it hits a light bulb in your head. And what you realize is that, oh, I'm alive through the transition of a new world. But you realize that this world is something that you have a say-so in. But we give up all our power because we're existing in a very awkward time. It's like a teenager growing and developing, and they got pimples on their face. They're not ugly, but they're not good looking. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know themselves yet, but they could become something very powerful. And we in that technological phase to where it's like we know the technology is here, but we haven't seen what it does yet. It's not in our daily lives. And that actually is a really good ass sign. Because by the time you using it, and the world is using it, it's late. It's matured, it's developed. And once it's developed, it becomes rigid. You can no longer invest in the development of it. At least you're not getting the same amount of gains. So yes, learn it. Because 2025 will be the last year for you to get into position at this stage of infrastructure. So when you ask yourself, is it too early? You have to ask yourself more so, what is the opportunity of 2025? What is the early of 2025? Which will, because 2025 is the early of 2029. Meaning that by the time you get up there and it's at 1 million, and you like Bitcoin at 1 million, it can never be at 1 million. But that's just a little 10x. That ain't nothing. We thought that this was impossible. And when I say we, I'm talking about, the world. I've been making videos and talking about this, and I literally traveled around the world talking about this. teaching it so that we can be in position. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm competing with fools. I'm competing with entertainment. I'm competing with distractions. You know how hard it is to get people to focus? I see everybody talking about, oh, I'm in it, I've been in it, I bought it, I got it, I wish they would have supported myself and others and really pushing our people into it so that we could have had the benefits of being in position. I really do. Because it don't matter if I'm in as an individual. What matters is, are we in position as a collective? Because other collectives are in position as a collective. And what they're preparing to do to say, when the new world is developed and opened up, we will be in the same position that we were in the old world. But if we are in the same position that we are in this world, in the new world, then it's the same fight all over again. And that's what's at stake. Us having to be in the same position again when we don't own the world. And the people who own the most farmland, who own all the skyscrapers, who own all the banks, who own all the entertainment companies, who own all the social media companies, who own all the electric companies, who own the whole goddamn infrastructure in the world at 90+%. They shape the world in their image again. And we're at another stage saying, damn, y'all oppressing us. And they like, but remember when 19 Keys was yelling at y'all, teaching y'all, saying that y'all should get into this, y'all should do this, y'all should do that. Y'all didn't even listen to him. Y'all had messengers and leaders and guides and lights, and y'all tried to make fun of them. Y'all ain't come behind, y'all didn't amplify those voices, y'all didn't listen. So God sends people and the devil distracts you. Whose fault is it? So I want to thank everybody that did listen. I want to thank my students that send me screenshots and they now millionaires. But what's going to matter is that when we connect as collectives and we say, okay, we now have the money, but that's just one phase, because who cares if a fool has money? When we say, let's tap in and let's build, and you got millions. Why? Because now we're going to collectively take our money and we're going to turn that into a physical infrastructure so we become a nation within itself. And now, regardless of what other world is built up to it, we are a power source as well. Now, I don't want to go on all the plans on what I have in mind, because that's too much for the internet. But the reason that I want people to be in position, the reason that I want you to invest in yourself, the reason that I want to see families with wealth and power is so that we have the ability to be a nation together that is in position to control our own world. And this technology allows us to utilize a resource to decrease our excuses and increase our productivity. So I want to see a better world. I want to see a world that reflects my ideas. If we ain't been given all of the signs, but what is a sign if you can't read? What is the signal if you can't interpret? It's just noise. So when you join the Infinite Wealth Strategies, number one, you're joining to a movement. I had a student in there. I like to be the one to give the signals, but he like, Keys, look at this one. And I had to jump out my ego to be like, oh, I'm the leader here. No, that's not what the future is. The future is this circular collective that if you're a part of it, you are, like in Bitcoin, you are a node on the chain of the community, like a blockchain. And there's value that exists in each one of those nodes. It's circular infrastructure, and that's sustainable. So we call that collateral power, meaning that you're on the side of me. I'm not in front of you. I'm not above you. We're on the side of each other. So new ideas in new ways have to be brought to the forefront, because if we're not thinking about these things, those who do Those who do the thinking will be the ones who do the ruling. So I need to go talk to all of those who have influence, all of those who have power.
Yeah.
I need to get this message out there more and more and more so that we can be at the center of power. It's way more than just crypto. It's way more than tokenomics. It's way more than signals. It's way more than that. It's a movement for us to build our own future. Y'all enjoy it. For those who have invested, enjoy your investments. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. But understand that money is not the end result. Money is just a resource that's going to help us get to our end result. But we have to have our energy consolidated, and we have to form the right habits, and we have to have the right thinking in order to get there. Peace to the family. I'm in Miami. I'm about to meet up with some leaders. They're going to share knowledge with me. The knowledge they share with me, I impart with my community. Peace.